Hey everybody, welcome back to Dicing with Death with Ryan and Neil. This is not Ryuzilla. This is different Ryan. This is other Ryan. This is
Ryzilla, is that what
Ryu.
they call it?
Yeah, the guy who plays D&D with roleplay. His
Yeah,
name is Ryan.
MLG Ryan.
MLG Ryan, Ryuzilla. This is Hobgoblin Ryan.
Alrighty. So, you just took a nap.
I just took a nap.
For those who are just joining us, Neil is exploring ancient ruins of a civilization that apparently worship Baalzebub,
My
his
people.
god, his people.
My
Oh,
people.
he's finding his people more unfriendly than he would have anticipated. Not getting the homecoming he expected.
Well.
All right.
So
So you and your three skeleton.
Well, I memorized some
companions.
spells that morning.
Yes, you did.
Cure light
So
wounds, cure light
stream,
wounds,
yeah,
fear, call upon faith, cause moderate, and dust devil.
yes.
So first thing in the morning, I double cure light wounds myself.
Okay.
Physician, heal thyself. R2d8.
I think I liked.
11.
I am not going to be able to dig all the way back in chat to see who suggested it, but someone reminded me that I didn't. That you never commanded or gave your skeletons any other commands than bring me trees and foliage to make a bed and seal this hole. So you wake up in the morning and your little stone building is just packed to the brim with trees and
You don't think I would have woken to this or been able to fall asleep and at
You
some
got your ass kicked yesterday within an inch
You're
of your
really
life.
gonna do this to me, Ryan?
And bruises, and you wake up and you're like, "Motherfucker! I just spent a day clearing this room so I could sleep in it, and now I've basically got a jungle in my living room."
Seriously? All right, fine.
Chat suggested that.
All right, fine. We'll play it that way. I grumble after healing myself because I'll just heal myself in bed.
Roll?
Yeah, I healed 11, which is actually the exact amount of damage I took, so it's pretty convenient. And I yell at my skeletons to stop!
They stop.
Clear out the inside of this room of all things.
Okay. They start by carrying out the logs that they have in their hands outside.
Did they have Were they bringing logs inside?
They're not like super strong, so they're just like pieces of wood and vines and leaves. And
yeah. Fucking
various jungle debris.
Fucking skeletons. All right. Let me know if I can actually make it out of my house.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. All right. I get out of my house. What does the top of my house look like? Is it just like covered in logs now?
No, it's not that bad. They were putting them inside.
Why were they putting them inside? I told them to put shit on top and then soft stuff inside, hard outside inside. Fucking skeletons. All right. As long as the top is fine, I tell them to clear out the inside of everything, and when they're done clearing it out of inside, to stand in the corner
and think about what they've done. Okay. All right. It'll probably take them the day to do it.
But... That's fine. I walk over to the temple.
Okay. All right. You hear loud snoring as you approach.
I peer inside.
Okay. You see a robed figure sort of sprawled across the throne, snoring loudly.
A sexy robed figure?
Not particularly. These are not her sexy black low-cut robes. They're sort of tattered and brown.
Is she still sexy?
You can't really see. You can't. Yeah.
That's fine. I will walk up to her, and I guess I just happen to be walking up quietly.
Yeah, you're not quiet enough. So do you step inside the room?
Yeah.
Yeah. She and looks up at you. So she's not. This is not the Methuselah that you know. You're looking into the face of a wretched, decrepit old woman, hooked nose and warts and stereotypical jungle witch.
Ah, that's the Methuselah I've been thinking I was dealing with.
Yeah. Sickly green skin, olive hair, long and greasy.
You opted to give me something that there's no way I could fight.
Skin looks, withered and like bark. Sorry, what's that?
You're giving me something that there's no way in hell I can fight and win.
Why don't you try?
No, this is not a rhetorical question. This is a statement.
Oh, and her hands end in
Claws.
long, slender fingers and long claws.
Yeah.
I don't know how they are, but yeah, long, wicked-looking claws that look like knife blades.
Lovely.
Battle cruiser is operational, Neil.
Apparently, it's operational. I can wait.
So she's, you surprised me before I finished my beauty rest, and she scampers behind the throne.
No need to change your appearance for me. You haven't got a shot.
All right, so she pokes up from behind the throne, still like decrepit old woman,
Mm-hmm.
stooped over, leaning on her staff, and ambles out in front of her throne.
I thought you said you had cleared out the temple or the pyramid.
They're working on it. You know ogres.
Yes. I would appreciate it if you told your mud golems to not attack me.
My whats? Oh. Did you meet some of the beetles?
You have a few less creatures in there than you did yesterday.
They aren't mine. But thanks for the help clearing. I'm sure the ogres will appreciate it.
They're not yours?
Oh no.
The beetles and the mudmen, the mud golems, they are not yours?
She shakes her head.
What are they?
Mm-hmm. They were there when I opened it up.
And you haven't removed them all?
No?
How long have you been here?
Couple of weeks. It was a lot of jungle to clear, okay? Besides,
I grow less and less impressed with you.
Oh. Grumbling to herself in a language you don't understand.
Anyway, thanks for the heads up about not having cleared that area. I was greeted by a minor smoke demon.
A what? She looks intrigued.
A minor smoke demon or elemental.
Demon? Elemental?
Yeah.
Scratches his chin. That's peculiar.
It was some imp-like beast
Imp.
Yeah. Anyway.
Those are usually the minions of powerful wizards or extraplanar entities.
I know.
He's contemplating.
This is one of the reasons I was a little surprised to be encountering such a creature puffing away on his pipe.
A pipe, you say?
Yes, well, the beast will bother us no more.
Well, he wasn't mine.
Good.
Probably a smoke mephite, from the sound of it. Lazy creatures.
Well,
more
he runs very quickly when the fear of Beelzebub is put in him. But not fast enough. I chased him down and hacked him to bits. I lied to her. Anyway, I'm going to make some preparations today and head back down tomorrow. See if I can't find something more, find a route more soothing or happy for me. Have you found any more food for yourself and your ogres? I'm actually quite hungry.
No. You should make a trip to town to get us some rations. Neil's unamused face.
No, that's my contemplative face. And what's in it for me if I bring you back fresh flesh?
Excuse me? I have spared your life thus far.
You've spared my life because
She's stepping
Beelzebub
towards
has
you.
willed it.
Okay.
This
do
is
you
his
let
holy...
her approach you? This is not the hot and sexy.
Yeah, I let that old hag approach me.
Okay. She's about 6 feet tall. So she's a little taller than she was before.
Oh, really? Even hunched over?
Yeah, okay, yeah. So hunched over, she's probably about 5'6". But you would guess she's 6 feet tall if she were standing up straight.
These are
Work on her posture.
These are Beelzebub's holy grounds. What happens here is his will. You have spared my life. You think because you are being kind, but in reality, you spare my life because Beelzebub wills it.
She's standing face to face with you.
Mm-hmm.
She reaches out a hand to touch your chin.
I kind of move my
Only
head
you
away.
notice at the end of this hand there is like a 4-foot blade of a fingernail.
Yeah, I move my
Sorry,
head.
not 4 foot, 4 inch.
Yeah. I try and move my head away as like a "don't touch me, you foul beast."
She turns around abruptly and walks back to her throne.
I will go to town. I have supplies I need to get of my own, and I hope when I return, your disposition will be a little bit more cooperative and pleasant.
You may borrow one of my ogres, but without my sister's aid, they are stuck as they are.
Stuck as they are?
I cannot blend them in with the human populace.
I do not need the ogres for the humans, but when I come back, I may need them for other works.
Okay. She sits back down.
Do they know the way to town? I do not.
They can manage.
Okay.
At the very least, they'll keep whatever lives in that jungle from eating you alive.
It sounds like a plan. Where do your ogres sleep?
There is one waiting outside for you.
Excellent. I turn and leave.
Okay.
And when I step outside, I look at the ogre and say in ogre, "Did you hear the conversation within?"
He says, no, but I am to escort you, no?
Yes. Take me to town. Do not let yourself... Well, when we get to town, you will stay in the jungle and hope they do not see you.
He nods. And follows behind you.
I look at him for a moment and I say, no. I'm to ride upon your shoulders.
He kneels.
I climb onto his shoulders.
Okay. Yes. All right. Ogre piggyback ride.
Ogre piggyback ride all the way into town. Well, almost all the way into town.
Okay. Yeah. He doesn't complain. Seems to bear your weight.
There's not much of it.
Yep.
And
okay.
Well, does anything happen on the way to town?
No. The creepy sounds of the jungle seem to stay away from you and your ogre.
Sick. Okay.
It's almost eerily quiet compared to what you're used to.
Yeah. Before we get, or when the place starts looking familiar and I feel like we might be getting near the town, I have him kneel down and I hop off.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, there is a old road.
Yeah. So when we get to the road,
so it gets the closer to town you get, the more cleared away it is.
Yeah. When we get to a part where I think I will be reasonably safe, I dismiss the ogre and tell him to go back to the ruins and to continue doing his mistress's will.
All right. He nods and leaves.
Okay. And I walk into Javis.
Okay.
Javis. Should that be said with like a Boston accent? Javis.
Perhaps, yeah. You've heard it. You always. I mean, it sounded like there was an R in it every time you.
Jarvis.
I don't know. Sure. I was thinking more like a Jamaican accent.
Okay.
Boston seems to do the job right.
I'm seeing
Jabasman.
Will Smith and Matt Damon from Good Will Hunting talking.
Okay. All right. All right. So you stroll up past the palisade walls.
Yep.
No guards.
I walk into town, and I am famished.
Oh shit! You haven't eaten in like 2 days, 3 days.
It's been like I slept what, 2 nights? Yeah, I haven't eaten in like 2 days. I'm hungry.
Yep.
I'm starving. I immediately go look for. I follow the smell of food.
Okay. You find some soup shack.
Soup Shack. Bring me
one
your
copper
best
for
soup.
all the 1 copper for all the gross river crawfish stew you can handle.
I ask him if he's got anything better than that. I have good coin. I would like good food.
Mm, I don't know. I mean, define good. That's their specialty.
I will buy you a chicken or a pig or a goat that you can butcher and feed to me and cook for me.
Sure. All right.
Okay.
And what do you want?
Um,
Chicken, pig, goat, man flesh.
chicken. I
Okay.
don't want
All right.
to. I want
A
them-
silver, and you get your very own chicken meal
Okay.
to your liking.
Sweet. 89 silver pieces left. I feast upon the chicken. And then I. Is there a blacksmith in town?
Yeah.
Okay, I go to the blacksmith.
There is. Yeah, he's not. I mean, it's not like a big city armorer, but
Blacksmith. I need chains and shackles. Chains and shackles. Do you have such things on hand? How long would it take you to create them?
I can rustle something up in a few minutes. You got a bad dog?
I'm going to a place where, well, let's just say I have some prisoners that need transporting. I need shackles for 4 people.
People, you say?
Prisoners. Humanoids, let's call them.
The less you say, the better.
How do I want to do this?
Okay. And he starts fetching some chain. You gonna need locks too?
Yes. Hopefully all the same lock with 1 key, if you can manage. If not, I'll take separate keys.
Sure. Come back in an hour.
Excellent.
He says it's gonna be costly. Probably.
Here, let me spell out exactly what I want for you. I want shackles that go between the legs to restrict movement. So, like manacles on each leg with a short chain in between.
Say manacles are okay. Whatever. Go on.
Yeah, manacles are for the hand, I know, but there's no such thing as pedicles. So, I mean, I figured if I said pedicles to him, he wouldn't get it.
They're called shackles if they're on your feet, aren't they?
I think shackle is a too broad. I mean, whatever. Fine. Shackles for the feet, short chain in between, only a foot or so they can't run. Then I would like another chain that I should be able to chain all these people up together with if I need to. So,
Okay.
I don't know how you make these things happen, Mr. Blacksmith, but that's what I need.
Okay. So just feet, no manacles.
No manacles.
Okay.
I need their hands
So
free.
chain. Do you want? So heavy chain is 4 gold a foot. Light chain is 3 gold a foot.
Wait, what chain is 3 gold?
Heavy versus light.
Light, you said, is 3 gold a foot?
Yeah,
I think light chain is good enough to restrict some people.
I'm sure it is. So that's 4 feet, 12 plus an extra couple.
I would say the shackles are just as costly as the chains.
Yeah. So it's gonna be like 25 gold for the whole ordeal. That
Oh,
sounds really
and then I also
expensive,
need. Well, yeah, but that makes sense given the times.
Yeah.
So that's 4 feet, but I also need some chains to shackle them all together with.
Yeah, that's what I was including that plus
plus locks and stuff.
Plus the locks, plus the
Keys.
I don't know, the discount for 4 slaves for the price of 1.
Yeah. Okay. So how much? What's the total? 25, you said?
25 gold.
Okay. And then I lean in close and I say, "You said the less questions asked, the better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know of a place where men deal in things that shouldn't be talked about in the open?"
Are you talking about poaching?
Yes.
Sure.
There's
Yeah.
some poachers nearby. Some people that would know.
Yeah. You head outside of town, maybe quarter mile north up the river. You'll find what you're looking for.
Whose land are they poaching on?
Poaching on land.
You said.
We're talking about human trafficking here, right?
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Sorry, I'm just not used to the words poaching used in that way. Okay.
He was trying to be subtle.
Yeah. Solomon's not a subtle person. He's not used to talking honestly with people about these things.
Right. He says he'll have your shackles keyed within an hour.
Okay, and you said they're how far upriver?
A quarter mile.
Quarter mile?
That's basically just outside of town.
Right. All right, well, I'll wait for the shackles to be done, then I'll go up there, get some slaves. I'm going to need some pots and pans, too. Cooking supplies. They're going to be my servants. I need someone to make me breakfast every morning.
All right. Yeah, he's a blacksmith. He's got pots and pans.
Okay. How much gold for the pots and pans?
What's that?
How much gold for the pots and pans?
3 gold will get you a set of pots and pans. Sure.
Sweet.
So 28 total.
Yeah. Paid. Okay.
They don't have costs of slaves in the player's handbook, do they?
No.
I guess I could compare them to they've got the animals.
I think human slaves are more expensive than animal slaves.
You think so? It probably costs a lot more to feed a horse than it does to feed a person.
Oh yeah, I would say a person's more expensive than a pig, less expensive than a horse.
Okay, we're gonna stop here and carry on. Is there anything you wish to do in the hour or so while you wait?
No.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. Fuck it. I would go up to the poachers.
They're out of town. He said.
Yeah, I leave town. I go to the poachers.
Okay. Okay. All right. So do you go out the front gate? There's the one gate that's like northeast of town, and there's the docks.
Yeah. I do not try and hide the fact of what I'm doing. I just head up there. So I head out the front gate
outside of town. You wander around the woods for maybe 20 minutes, and you eventually stumble across camp.
Okay.
About a quarter mile north of town, along the river.
Okay. Is there anyone in the camp?
Yes, indeed. There's it's pretty obvious what's going on. There's maybe a dozen unscrupulous or scrupulous.
Lots
characters.
of scruples.
Lots of scruples. Yeah. Mostly human. A couple of gnolls hanging around. They all appear to be armed. Many of them armored. And then there are maybe another 30 or so in chains. Some in cages.
Okay. I walk up to them. I walk into the camp and say, "I'm looking to buy some people."
And everyone sort of turns and stares at you. Well, be more subtle about it, why don't you? Come on in. A short, fat man and fine-looking clothes gestures you into a large tent.
I walk into the tent.
Okay. It appears to be his living quarters or something of the sort. It's nice fluffy pillows. You see 2 women chained up in the back of the tent, and he gestures you to have a seat. I guess have a kneel at a little table.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a little coffee table on the ground. There's no chairs or anything like that. Just cushions to sit on.
I stand. I do not kneel.
All right. Well, he's kneeled on the side of the table and he's pulled out some papers. He says, "All right, what you looking for?"
I need someone who knows how to cook something decent. I need the prettiest youngest woman that you have, and I need 2 laborers.
Check, 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 and check. All right. Let me. I need to make up some prices. He says you can pick. He asks to see your coin after I figure out how much this shit costs. I've never had to sell a person before.
I also want to take a look at what he means by youngest, because even Solomon has his limits. Not to mention that it's not what you think it is, all right? Solomon's playing a game here. He's got plans.
Okay. He says, all right, the cook will be 50 GP. The laborers will be 75, and the woman will be 100.
75 each or total?
That was each. So, yeah. And he asks to see some coin.
75 gold for a laborer? That seems awfully high. I can buy a horse for 75 gold.
Then buy a horse. Yeah. No horse will be as smart as a man, nor last as many years. There is, it's in the DMG where they have services, huh?
Yeah.
Like to hire a laborer costs like $1 a week or something, doesn't it?
No.
You're spending far more time debating the cost of human life than I'm comfortable with.
Ryan, you're a scientist. You should be able to do these things.
All right. The objective.
Monthly wage. Nope, those are military occupations. Nope.
It's not under money. It's under, like...
NPCs. Chapter 12, DMG.
Yeah.
Here we go. Laborer, 1 silver a week. 1 gold a month. Jinx.
So, 75 months. How many years? That's like... Okay, whatever. You're able to haggle them down to... your charisma sucks. Let's say 50 gold each for the laborers.
Okay, so 50 for laborer, 50 for laborer, 50 for cook, 40 for cook?
30 for the cook, 75 for the whore.
Okay, so this brings us to 205 gold?
Yeah.
Okay. I pull out 2 amethyst gems, each worth 100 GP, and 7 gold. I'll tip him.
He inspects the gems, seems satisfied. Erase them from your character sheet. And he lets you have your pick.
Okay.
Some of the women are much younger than you were comfortable with.
I want to find a woman who looks close to the age that Bethesda takes, perhaps like a year or 2 younger, and I want to find the prettiest girl in that age range possible.
Okay. She sort of had, when she's polymorphed herself or whatever you call it. It's sort of like an 8. You're not sure how you would get. I mean, she's attractive, but you somewhere between 25 and 45.
Okay, great. Then I'll take someone in their early early 20s, or somewhere between 18 and 23.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And I ask him, these people come with shackles already?
Sure.
Well, shit. I just bought some shackles. I didn't actually think there was going to be a camp nearby where I could buy this stuff.
Sure. Welcome to the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle. Okay. Well, slaves, come with me. Let's go. Let's get this done.
Okay. All right.
I want to walk back into camp back into Javis. Javis with them.
With slaves in tow.
Yeah.
All right. You get quite a few sideways glances, but no one says anything to you.
I go back to the blacksmith. Um,
All right. You show up. He says, Jesus Christ, you just can't go around flaunting this.
why not? Who is going to stop me? I haven't seen a single guard in this town.
You're going to piss someone off one of these days. And he hands you the shackles.
Okay.
Had you already paid for them?
Yeah, I've already given them my money.
Yeah.
Okay. I apply the shackles to the feet of the people.
Mm-hmm. They had manacles.
Manacles.
So just short
arms?
manacles and then a rope tying them all together.
Okay.
So you shackle together.
I shackle their feet. I unchain their hands.
He asks you to get the fuck away from him and deal with it somewhere else. Like when you start to shackle them up, he's like, "Go, get out."
I walk a few feet away, enough that it's like outside of his shop, but still close enough that it's kind of like near him.
He's glaring at you.
Yeah. Shackle the feet together, unmanacle the hands.
Mm-hmm.
I tell the slaves and the laborers to hold these. We're gonna go get a bag for you to carry this shit in, and I want to buy some new black robes. I want to buy 2 sets of black robes, 2 sets of red robes, and a bunch of food, like a bunch of food and a bunch of backpacks. Basically, I want these people to like carry my food and clothing and everything back to the Javas for me, or to the ruins for me. Just give me a gold amount for like food for the 5 of us.
Yeah. What quality?
I want nice food for myself, decent food for them.
How many days worth?
A week? 2 weeks?
A week?
2 weeks. 2 weeks for each of us. So that's what? 5 people for 2 weeks?
Yeah, so you're going to be...
It's like a couple of gold.
Closer to like 12.
12 gold?
12 gold. Mm-hmm. And for the food, and then robes.
Whatever, I have a ton of money. What am I even carrying?
Yeah. Equipment, clothing, a gold each for the robes.
A gold for the robes?
Yeah.
Okay. I was paying less before, but whatever.
You're probably not. Probably like 8 or 9 silver.
Yeah, 8 or 9
It's listed
silver.
as 9 in the DMG.
That's fine.
In the
Totally
PHP.
worth it. I buy my 4 new robes, my food, backpacks for the servants so they can carry. Was the backpacks including the cost of food? For them to haul shit?
Sure, whatever. I don't care.
I mean, they just need to be like burlap bags. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, they aren't backpacks, but they're in like
Fine.
like sacks, burlap sacks.
Okay, I'll kick in another 4 silver
Don't
for
get
it.
the slaves' hopes up with decent food.
Great. And then I say, then I kind of walk out into the middle of town, and I'm sure I'm still getting sideways glances, and I say, I need 5 able-bodied, strong men to escort me through the jungle. I can pay you 10 gold apiece.
More sideways glances.
I'll take gnolls. Any takers?
I'll even take gnolls.
Any takers? 15 gold apiece. We're only going a day away.
Two gnolls step forward. One with a battle axe, one with a broadsword. All right, they growl to you. Let's see that gold. Let's get you out of here before you get yourself killed.
I'm not going to get killed. I can handle this rabble. And I look about. I need 3 more people. Group of 5 is what it's going to take.
All right, get him out of town. I'll get the others, says one of the gnolls to the other.
Okay. I don't pay them yet, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I show them gold and I show them gems.
Oh, you do?
I show them, I'm like, here's gold, here's some gems, we have money. You'll get paid when we reach our destination, if you're still alive.
Okay. All right. So one of the gnolls gets you out of town rather quickly.
Okay. And I ask him, why all the trouble? There's no one in town that can cause any problems for us.
That was not meant to be the same laugh as Bethesda laugh.
It's fine.
It's a Gnoll laugh. How many did you ask him to go find?
I wanted a total of 5 people, so 3 more.
Okay. All right. So about 15 minutes later, 7 gnolls come strutting out of town, all armed.
This is 8. We only need 5. I said 15 gold ahead for 5. That's 75 gold. The 8 of you can split the 75 gold if you all 8 make it through.
One of them steps, the one that went to gather them, so not the one that waited out of time, said, 10 gold apiece. We roam as a pack.
Done.
He said, 1 day.
1 day.
Another. All right, they nod. One of them, so the guy, do you hand the gold over?
No. I say you'll get your gold when you make it there, if everyone makes it there alive.
All right, one of them grumbles something in Gnoll to the Gnoll who appears to be the leader. He barks something at them. It appears to shut him up. And then he growls and points, and they sort of form a perimeter around you and the slaves.
Okay. All right, and I lead them the way through the road. I say, we're headed towards the ruins, but around them. Well, through them. We're going beyond the ruins. I hope you're not too scared.
Okay. All right. So it's probably late afternoon. Maybe like early afternoon.
Early afternoon? Okay.
Yeah, like 2 p.m. or so.
Great. And we just trek through the jungle.
Okay. Where do you?
I want to lead them right into the ruins, right into the middle of the ruins.
Okay. So you follow the road when you can. You lose it from time to time. But you manage to find your way back. As you're approaching the ruins, the gnoll that appears to be the leader says, "It seems like you're taking us straight towards the ruins."
I told you we're going through the ruins. I said around, through is faster. It cuts half an hour out of our way.
He growls and sort of looks at his pack and doesn't say another word.
Okay.
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 Okay. All right, so you walk them. You walk straight down the path. You reach the ruins. You come back to the same 2 pillars. There is an ogre leaning against the pillars.
Okay. As I spot him, I say, "Hold!" And I kind of hold up a hand to the ogre, and I look at the gnolls, and I say, "He's with us."
They grumble amongst themselves in Gnoll. And they sort of start to fan out, so they're no longer surrounding you. And the slaves, they're sort of forming a fan in front of you and the slaves. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it. I said, "Come on, we'll go inside." And I say to the ogre, "Follow us from a little bit behind after we walk past you. There may be trouble."
Okay. All right. So are you leading the way?
Yeah.
I mean, originally the gnolls were going first.
If the gnoll, I'll marshal on ahead.
Okay.
I was hoping for people. I didn't want gnolls. Wolves are too well armed. All right, whatever. I continue going. I head down the stairs, and I start heading towards the temple.
Okay.
With the pack of gnolls, and I glance behind me to make sure the ogre's coming.
Yeah, he's probably about 100 feet behind.
Okay.
The gnolls are all sort of looking around the ruins suspiciously.
Okay. We keep walking, and when we get up to just between the temple and the pyramid, I say, "Wait here a sec. I left something in that building," and I walk into the temple.
Okay. Do you want to ping? Do I have the map up? Where
I got the map up, so I kind of leave them.
Let me know where.
Right about here-ish.
Yeah. So that green thing is overgrown and it's like difficult terrain. So you leave them in the middle there.
Yeah, like in between these areas. Yeah.
Okay. The gnolls have ignored they leave the slaves and they've sort of formed a little circle of their own.
Yeah. Like they leave the slaves outside of the circle.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's actually better.
So they're like forming a little formation of their own.
I walk into the temple.
Okay. Methuselah's on the throne.
She's on the throne?
Yeah. She's awake.
Okay. I walk up to her. Is she
Smell.
in pretty form or non-pretty form?
No, she's withered old woman.
Okay. I say, Methuselah, I've brought some food. It
I
may
can smell.
it may struggle. I tried to bring what I could, but best I could get to come out
Smells
here.
like wet dog.
Yes. I hope the struggle isn't too much for you. I brought the guard from up top with you, or with us. And I also brought 4 people for myself. My people are not to be touched. They are to serve me and deal with my needs and make my food. I will not tolerate my slaves being eaten.
All right, all right. Feast on the knolls for now.
Yes.
Hold on a sec. What? I'm trying to find a spell that isn't showing up.
Okay. I'll trap. I say to her, I'll tell them to come inside, and I'll have your ogres come in behind you and help you deal with the issue, unless you want it all for yourself.
Send them in. I can take care of a few knolls.
Excellent. Stay hidden for a moment. I'm going to tell them that there's a chest in here that they need to bring out. A surprise might help. And I turn around and start walking back out.
Okay.
Once I get outside, I say to Knowles, there's a chest in that temple. Hold on. I look around. Is the ogre still with us somewhere?
He's hanging around out here.
I didn't even see that ping.
And you see
Wait,
there's
can you ping it again? I
there's
didn't see it.
So he's like back here. And then you see there's another one over here.
Dude, you're not pinging anything. Oh, there
Are
we
you
go.
sure?
There we go. Now it's going. Okay.
So the second one is there. The first one is
Cool.
like there.
I shout to the ogres, an ogre. Follow them in the temple. And then I turn back to the gnolls and say, there's a chest in that temple. We need to carry it on. It's too heavy for me. I thought it would be fine. Go in there, grab the chest. These ogres will help you carry it.
You go first.
I just came out of there. I just walked out of there. Do you want me to walk back in with you? Do you need me to hold your hand? I thought I was hiring men to do my work for me.
And they proceed to go in.
Okay.
Do you direct all of them?
I direct all of them inside.
All right. So the 8 gnolls stroll single file into the building,
And
followed maybe 100 feet behind by ogres.
I yell at the ogres in ogre, hurry up and get ready for battle.
Do you wish to follow or no?
Oh, God, no. I'll let them deal with that. I take the slaves and I head back over to my quarters.
Okay. After the last gnoll enters, okay, yeah. So after the ogres get to the door, where you said you lead the slaves somewhere?
I lead the slaves over to my building.
Immediately?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. I round them up and have them walk in.
So once the ogres get to the door, you hear some grunts of surprise and then horrible yelping and screaming. If you're not going to watch the battle, I'm not going to bother rolling for it.
No, I do not watch the battle.
Suffice to say, Methuselah tears the gnolls to pieces.
Yeah. I take the slaves over to my hovel, and as I walk, I say, slaves...
They look pretty horrified by the sounds that are coming from the temple.
My name is Solomon the Cruel. I am a priest and servant of Beelzebub. He is an evil, evil god. However, you are safe with me. I take pleasure in sacrificing people, destroying their lives, murdering their children, and poisoning wells. However, I am currently in need of some assistance, some help to make my life easier day to day. As long as you continue to serve me, you have my complete protection. If anyone damages my servants, they will pay the ultimate price. I will sacrifice them on that temple up there for everyone to see. As long as you continue to serve me, You are totally safe. The moment you betray me, the most gruesome fate you can even imagine will befall you. You are fine with me for now. You, I point
Okay.
to the cook. You are my cook and general housekeeper. You too. I have tasks that need be doing. You shall do them. I point to the girl. And you.
She starts to cry.
There is a woman here who will make herself known from time to time. Sometimes she will appear attractive, sometimes she will appear as the ugliest hag you've ever seen. Your goal is to at all times be fawning over me and stroking me and making her as jealous as you possibly can.
She's continuing to cry. You imagine you'll have a hard time making Bethesda jealous with this wreck.
I walk over towards her and I stare at her in the eyes and say, "Crying will not be tolerated. You do not have to fear. Beelzebub does not care for the flesh. I will not take advantage of you one way or the other. Your job is to make her jealous." And then we walk into my hut, where I assume there are skeletons taking out bushes and stuff.
They've got it cleared,
Okay.
and they're
Huddled in the corner?
they're
In the dunce corner?
yeah, they're yes. Actually, each of the three corners has a skeleton in it facing the wall.
Yes.
Thinking about what they've done.
Right.
They have
Okay.
zero intelligence, so they're not thinking very effectively.
Right.
The woman shrieks, and one of the men sort of when they see the standing skeletons.
These are my servants. Betray me when I'm not here. Ever try to run, they will kill you. They are undead. They will not stop fighting. They cannot be killed. But they're fairly stupid. All right. Warriors to me. These two men, I point to the laborers. They are going to perform tasks for me. Keep an eye on them. Follow them. If they try to escape and run, kill them. If they wander more than 400 feet from this building, kill them. I point to the two laborers. I point to the two laborers. You guys are to go nearby, not too far now, and gather materials for bedding and generally something to make this place more comfortable. This will be our home. You, I point to the cook. You'll need some firewood. Have them gather firewood for you. Here's some pots and pans and stuff. Make us some dinner. And you, I point to the young lady, on my arm. We're going to go visit Bethesda. Remember,
Alrighty.
Smile.
So you are aware that 400 feet does not cover the entire.
Oh,
base.
I'm aware.
So they can get everywhere on the side.
Yeah,
It's basically just the back corner that they don't have access to. Pretty much the whole right side.
I mean, for now, I really just need them to go gather materials. I don't want them going far from the hut.
Okay.
Is the issue.
All right, so the two laborers timidly go to start gathering. The skeletons follow behind.
Okay.
Okay.
I recall one of the skeletons and tell him to watch the cook. Same orders, don't go more than 400 feet, blah, blah, blah. Same exact things, but for the cook. So each one of the men has a skeleton watching him.
Okay. The skeletons follow the men. You have no idea how much of the orders they actually registered, but anyways.
Yeah. And as I walk towards Bethesda, I call over my shoulder to the laborers. Mind you, these skeletons aren't very bright. I don't know if they will understand those orders exactly, and they tend to err on the side of caution, so be careful. And then I take the pretty young lady and walk back to Bethesda.
Okay.
Okay. Is the building open, closed? What's going on? Are they still killing?
There's
ghouls?
never any door on the temple.
But
there are no horrific noises coming from inside.
Okay. I guess I walk in.
Okay. It's just a bloodbath inside. Bethesda is sitting on her throne, gnawing on a leg of a gnoll. You see there are 4 ogres in the room, also feasting on gnoll flesh. And yeah, it's, I mean, you knew there were gnolls going into it, but judging by the scene before you, you could never guess. I mean, there's just bits and pieces of humanoid flesh scattered all over the room. Blood covers the floor, splatters the walls.
Okay.
Bethesda just nods at you over over her drumstick.
I hope your dinner was satisfactory.
Yeah, your woman shrieks and tries to run out the door.
I mean, she's got like a 1-foot chain between her feet. How fast can she run?
Okay. All right. You had her arm linked in yours. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Do you try and grab her as she runs, or do you?
Yeah, I do not let her run.
Okay. Do you want to roll like a strength check or something?
Sure. 28.
Okay. You hold her. Okay, yeah, you keep her held. She tries to run, but doesn't break free from your grip.
I turn her and force her to face me, and I say, "You will see much worse before your time is ended. You had best get used to it."
She starts to cry again.
I slap her.
Okay, she stops crying.
All right, I turn back to Bethesda. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I entrust you enjoyed your feasting.
She's still feasting. Mouthful of gnoll.
Excellent. I'll be needing some of these weapons for my skeletal warriors. And I'd like to introduce you to one of my servants here. What is your name, girl?
Mary.
Mary, meet Methuselah. Methuselah, meet Mary.
She starts to cry. Methuselah cackles.
Okay.
So this is your plaything. I think you'll find that she won't meet your standards.
I just kind of raise my eyebrows at her. Mary, would you collect 3 of these 3 axes or swords? Try not to get too much blood on you.
She continues to whimper as she collects.
That's fine. She can whimper.
A couple of weapons.
Give it time.
2 broadswords and a battle axe.
Perfect. Great. And I turn to Methuselah and I say, tomorrow I will go spelunking in the caverns, or in the temple, or pyramid, whatever you call that large building behind us. I hope when I return, my slaves will be intact.
My ogres are fed for now.
Good. Good. Come on, Mary. Let's go. Our skeletons need weapons. And we head back to my house.
Alrighty.
And that's break time or end time? How do you want to? What do you want to do?
We can break. We can keep going until the girlfriend gets home and I have to go out to dinner.
Well, I gotta do some other stuff.
What's your schedule like?
My girlfriend's getting back from Ecuador tomorrow morning at like 7, so I'm gonna go meet up with some people and we're all gonna go pick her up tomorrow. So I'm gonna crash over at their place tonight. So I would actually be okay ending here unless you have more content you want to get done tonight.
I don't really care.
Let's do it next week. Let's do it next week.
Okay. Cue the uproar from chat.
Of course.
All right. Shall we deal with experience?
Let's deal with experience.
Okay. So let's see. Are you ready?
Yeah, I've never felt so dirty and evil in my life.
Like I feel pretty dirty and evil by association.
Oh my god. Oh, I feel like I need to go take a shower. Oh.
So skeletons, or turning them successfully and spending them to your will, you get 65 experience each. So 65 times 3, 195.
Mm-hmm.
For the Mudman and the Beetle, that's a total of 210.
Did I even defeat the Mudman? I thought I ran.
You did.
Okay, cool.
You ran you actually almost killed him, and then that last attack actually, like, they sacrificed themselves.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think they technically can reform in a couple of rounds or something, but
right.
Whatever.
Okay.
So 210 plus 195 for the Imp, 420.
Mm-hmm.
For the Gnolls, let's do 35 times 8. Let's give you half experience for that whole ordeal, just for feeding them to her. I mean, you didn't actually do any of the killing, but
right.
Defeated them, but I don't feel like giving you full experience.
That's fine.
So else? 35 times 4, so what does that set? 140?
Yeah, I'm setting up big
that's about it.
Buying slaves? No experience for buying slaves?
No experience for buying slaves.
That's fine.
You failed at your human sacrifice. You did not uncover any of the secrets of the temple.
Yet. There were setbacks.
Yet. I'm not actually seeing any quest experience to give you, other than the turning in dead. All right.
Okay.
All right. 420 Blaze It. It's in the monstrous manual. That actually is pretty. He was 420 experience, and he smokes pipe weed. That's how it's written in the monstrous manual. I swear. Okay.
All right, so that's 965 experience times 1.1 for high willpower wisdom thingy. That's 1,061 plus my 4,192 from before brings me to 5,253.
That's level 4, isn't it?
253. No, level 4 is 6,000.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, 15. I was thinking. What was I thinking? I'd be level 3 wizard or level 4 priest. Or
level 3
4
wizard.
thief.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay. Bam.
All right. All right. Good session.
Yeah, this is good. I felt last session I wasn't quite evil enough, and I think this has fixed that.
Well, I guess so. I mean, Gnolls are sort of on your side.
Oh, I'm not talking about the Gnolls. I mean, kind of the Gnolls, but the slaves and the just leading people to the deaths and sacrificing the man.
Yeah,
that was begging for his life. Yeah, the whole thing with when the hag Methesla was hitting on me and trying to get a 3-way, the roll for boner.
4-way.
4-way. Oh my god.
Alrighty.
All right. So guys, today's Sunday. Tomorrow is Monday. There's misclicks on Tuesday. Roleplay on Wednesday. Roleplay Saul on Wednesday. Roleplay Eben Thursday-ish. Tomorrow I'm probably going to be out. We're going to cancel cartography tomorrow. We'll probably do it Tuesday or Wednesday instead. Because, as I said before, my girl's coming back from Ecuador, so I'm going to be spending the whole day with her. On that, we will see you guys later. Ryan, any shout-outs to UW or something?
Go Huskies. Go Seahawks. Ooh, ooh.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Later.